because today is the last day to meet and greet Star-Lord and Baby Groot at Hollywood Studios. It will be turning into a Monsters Inc. meet and greet. And so I have never met them. The last time I was here with my parents, I was like, I'll just meet them later in my program. So today is that later, because it's the last opportunity. So we're gonna meet them, maybe ride Toy Story Mania and leave, because we're only here for like an hour and a half, because I'm actually gonna work right over there today. Meeting Baby Groot. Oh yeah. Here we go. Last time, best time, only time, LOL.
Tell Star-Lord that they should bring back his show in Epcot.
Yes, we should. We should be like, bro, you need to come teach the Terrans about music. Zardu Hasselfrau.
There we go.
Woot woot. We're almost there, kids.
Oh, yeah?
We're almost there. Why is Gamora? I'm so happy to be in this room with my friend. I love it. Oh look, a leader. A leader. We're following the leader. The leader. The leader.
Close your eyes. Come right here. You guys really butchered that one. Why don't you guys rehearse that one again and come back around and
Thank you. So, as you may or may not have just heard, I butchered that so hard. Stephanie said, "Where's Gamora?" And he started to answer, and I said, "Why is Gamora?" And I realized that's supposed to be the last question. So then I went, "Who is Gamora?" Said, "Yeah, y'all really butchered that one and rehearsed that and come back around." So, yay, but we accomplished it. We met the people and the Groot. And yeah, thanks, Steph. Stephanie. Okay, can't be characters, can't do the things. It is 1:59. We should leave, but I'm gonna, when we get service out here, check the wait time for Toy Story Mania. Okay, bye. So on this next day, Natalie and I went over to the Commons and we were there to meet Maleficent. I think we had to sign up for this the day before, or like in advance. I don't think it was just the day before. But so that was fun. We just went and waited in a short line then. Actually, you know what? I don't even think it was that short if I'm remembering correctly. It was still a long line for a lot of things, even if you did sign up ahead of time. We got to meet Maleficent and that was really cool. So that was a cool character I hadn't met before. We went and met Maleficent and Natalie asked her, she's like, "So what does it feel like to be a dragon?" And she goes, "Powerful," which was like a good character interaction. And then you have me who goes, "Hello, how are you?" And she said, "I'm here." And I said, "Oh wow, me too." This is probably why Stephanie wouldn't go with us. But yep. So, gotta go to work. It's Magic Kingdom's birthday today. Happy birthday, MK. For Magic Kingdom's birthday, in the entrance to the tunnels, they had oranges and cake pops with little Mickeys on them. I just had my favorite interaction I've ever had. I'll give you the backstory to this in a second. But I was pulling into the Grand Floridian, and I thought that there would be parking, like, for cast members before it. I thought I'd see a thing that said, like, authorized vehicles only, and just be able to pull in there and park. Because I'm like, I'm not on the clock today. Well, I mean, later at the Emporium I am. But here at the Grand Floridian, I'm not on the clock. I'm just meeting with the proprietor of merchandise. So it led to my favorite interaction ever, which went like this. And the security guard was a sweetheart, but it was just funny. He goes, "Oh, so what do we have going on today, princess?" And I said, "I'm actually meeting with the proprietor of merchandise at the Grand Floridian, and I just wasn't sure where to park." He was like, "Oh, okay," and he just like let me park over here. This is where I usually park when I come eat here and stuff. So this is actually, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, that I accidentally scheduled a meet and greet, because I wanted to get training. I wanted to see if I could get training to be able to pick up in resorts, because at the Emporium we don't have any special training. We don't have to deal with food, we don't have to deal with alcohol, tobacco, anything like that. But to be able to work in places that do, you have to have that training, and the Emporium doesn't give it to you because it's not going to help them at all, you know what I mean? And so when I went to the CPAS event and I was talking to the proprietor of the Grand Floridian Cafe here, she referred me to this merchandise proprietor, and so I was able to set up a time with her. And when I first set it up, I thought I was setting it up to get the training, and then I asked because I wasn't sure whether I needed to be like in professional attire or if I needed to be dressed in the merchandise costume. And that's when the person I was contacting, like with her, said, oh, this is just a meet and greet, so like Disney professional is fine. And I was like, oh, this is a meet and greet. Who knew? So I'm going to have a meet and greet now, which a meet and greet is like a networking meeting kind of thing. Just kind of figuring out, like, you're talking to a leader, a proprietor or something, somebody who you just kind of want to learn more about their job, so they kind of tell you more about their job and stuff. So I'm not really sure like what I'm doing today. And it wasn't until I was leaving that I was like, do I need a printout of my resume? I don't know what I need, because I'm not trying to like, it's not an interview. We're just gonna see what happens honestly today, kids. And then I'm gonna have plenty of time before work, I think, because I don't know how long this will last either. So I have my costume, and I can go to costuming and return some costumes and get some costumes. And then I guess if I have extra time, I'll just go play in the parks until it's time to work and maybe get some food, because I didn't really pack much in the way of food besides some candy. Oops. But I have an apple too, so that's healthy. Anyhow, that's my little update there. Is I just loved that interaction. So what are you doing today, princess?
That's what I was gonna say! Jinx again!
I came to play in the parks before work, and this Sunday it was only $1 more than getting the cone. I mean, the cone's not a bad size, but this is one heck of a Sunday for $5.50. That's awesome. Also, I gave in and I got a popcorn bucket because I just wanted one so bad and I had so much fun though. Hanging out with all my friends.
Enjoy your Grand Circle tour.
Would you be my goodbye, not much longer, would you be my baby? Yeah. You are filming this. I hate you.
But I missed the
You're no longer mine.
I honestly don't remember what we were doing at Hollywood Studios, but we went for a little bit for fun, I guess, before we headed over to Epcot, where we met up with my parents who were in town at the time, so they were able to come visit and take photos for us and eat with us, and it was a lot of fun. And they and my roommates got along really well too. So it's nice to have pictures of the three of us that we wouldn't have had otherwise. Like this super sweet one coming up that is just absolutely adorable, melts my heart. So that was a lot of fun to get to hang out with my parents at Epcot with Kate and Stephanie too. And then Kate and Stephanie and I went over to Trader Sam's at the Polynesian for my first time, and I don't drink, hence why I'm having fun sipping on some water here. I don't like going to bars at all, but this one is not your typical bar.
Cinnamon on a plane's making her eyes. Yes. Oh no, it's not working like usual.
off the floor. Use a person. Use a skipper. Wait, no, use a skipper, please. That's amazing. The other day, some guy climbed his friend like a tree. It was really funny.
Do you know what I'm doing out here, guys?
You're marching around in circles around the firewall.
I'm having a good time. My hand's getting cold. I caught a lizard. He's an itty bitty baby lizard, but he was on my door. I'm gonna go set him free downstairs. Hi, itty bitty lizard friend. If I didn't catch him, he was gonna go inside the apartment when we opened the door. Okay, be free. Go on. I'm gonna have to dump him. I'm gonna dump him out of the cup now. Bye-bye.
Now, this was actually a really hard day for me. I had like a little bit of a mental breakdown over a class I was really stressed about while I was at the Magic Kingdom hanging out with my parents. I was in Tomorrowland and just like, I think I started sobbing. I need to take this as a brand photo for a Instagram shop, Etsy shop. But yeah, I had a shift afterwards that I was really looking forward to at Bonjour Gifts. And that was really fun, but that class just stressed me out. I ended up dropping out of it, but you'll see a picture from that day that I had to go to Epcot for that class later on in this video. Bonjour Gifts though was super fun. It's this cute little cottage over by Gaston's Tavern, and I was so happy my parents were able to come see me here and get some cute pictures of me like at the place and with me. It was so special to have my parents be annual pass holders while I was on the program so that they could come visit me. They could visit me there, the Emporium, World of Disney. But they sell a lot of art and housewares in this shop, so you have to constantly be wrapping stuff. And at one point, I was the only person working the shop for like 45 minutes while someone was on lunch, and that was not my home location. So I was a little stressed having to run a shop that I was not used to, all by my lonesome. But it was a really fun and empowering experience and just a super cool place to work. Then my parents and I met up for dinner at the Grand Floridian Cafe, which was super fun and tasty as always. Then this day in Epcot, this is the day I was referring to where I had my class in Epcot, and that class just didn't work out. I did end up dropping out of it. I didn't need to have the class. My parents were reminding me, like, if this is really stressing you out this much, which it was, because you had to do everything as a group in that class, and scheduling was just kind of a nightmare because I worked from like 7 p.m. to 3:30 in the morning, and other people worked like during the day, and it was just a mess. And I would have much rather been able to like work at my own pace on my own, or do things in like during classroom hours, if that makes sense. But anyhow, I did drop out, but that's a picture from that day. I met up with my parents after I was done with that class assignment. And then my parents got a photo of me from the train when I was working a wristband shift at the Halloween party. They came into the park just before the party started, and then left shortly after. But that was super fun and unexpected to get some pictures that my parents took for me in my Halloween party wristband costume. I'm really glad I got to experience that. It was a lot of fun. It was very, very hot. I sweat through all of my clothes. But yeah, so thanks for joining me for this little week in my life and looking back on it. It was really fun to look back at these. The reason they're just a bunch of pictures is I started to kind of go through a really hard time during this mentally, and there are just multiple days at a time, multiple times throughout October that I've noticed I just don't have any videos or pictures, so I really don't remember what happened, which is kind of why I vlogged in the first place, because I knew I would forget. So I do wish I had that, but I just was not in a great place mentally at the time, and you can't blame yourself for that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I look forward to showing you more of what happened the rest of my college program.